50 days if you count Guwahati. 27th of September is when the Indian team first travelled, and it's about 50 days. India in the World Cup final, and in these 50 days, the team has not put a single foot wrong. The perfect World Cup, the perfect start, and now almost the perfect finish. Makes a lot of sense to look back. Look back, celebrate, be proud, and of course, look ahead as well. That big final awaits. Here's our big build-up for the big final. He was not there for the World T20 in Australia last year, and we know what the result was. In the semi-final against England, India did not get a single wicket. Jos Buttler tore into India and we lost by 10 wickets. It was an annihilation. In the World Test Championship final, yet again he wasn't there. Cloudy, overcast conditions at the Oval. India got Australia to 76 for 3 and thereafter missed an opportunity. Now he's back, and tellingly back. We've seen the kind of impact Jasprit Bumrah has had. Look at the number of dot balls that Jasprit Bumrah has bowled. Be it from over the wicket with the away swing, be it from round the wicket, batters have found him impossible to negotiate. And Jasprit Bumrah at the start of the innings has been India's go-to man. Rohit Sharma knows he's got the best in the business. And as Ian Bishop said, the one man India had missed the most in the build-up to the World Cup was Jasprit Bumrah. And now it is in his home state, that final countdown, the match of his life. He led India to a series win in Australia in 2018 after 71 years. He was stellar. Can he lead India's bowling attack to a fantastic World Cup win come Sunday? With the kind of talent, ability and passion that Jasprit Bumrah has, few would want to bet against him. And let's say one thing. You are in crisis, you hand it to Bumrah, for you know the effort will be more than 100%. And if he does so with his talent and his action, chances are he will certainly prize out a wicket. All of India will be praying for Jasprit Bumrah come Sunday one final time. The man is back, and how? I keep saying he's one of the most trolled cricketers of all time. But in terms of his utilization, effectivity, impact, fantastic. Every time India has needed him, be it in crisis like in the very first game against Australia, he's held it together. Every time India has needed him to come out and play a cameo, he's done it with tremendous panache. KL Rahul has been an all-round package in this World Cup. His wicket-keeping has helped. Clearly, one has rubbed off on the other. He's taken DRS calls with prudence. But at number 5, the kind of, how do we put it, the kind of dependability that KL Rahul brings to the table now is something that India has been missing for a long time. Even if the team is in crisis, we know that there is a certain KL Rahul. And each time he comes out, he ensures that his ego never takes over. And towards the very end of an innings, when you need that charge, some of the shots that he's played, whether it's that pickup over square leg or mid-wicket, or it's that straight shot over the bowler's head, mid-off or mid-on, KL Rahul is complete elegance. We might not have seen a major 100 except that one in the Netherlands game from KL Rahul, but those 30s and 40s and the match-winning contributions that we have seen from him is no less impactful than the 500 or 600 runs from Kohli or Rohit. At number 5, he is the glue. At behind the wickets, he is the glue. KL Rahul is indispensable to the success of this Indian team. I was actually looking at a photograph of Kapil Dev and Mohindra Amanath after the 1983 World Cup final. Will we see that? Will we see a certain Mohammad Shami step up with that trophy alongside a Rohit Sharma. Imagine this, Mohammad Shami nowhere even in the scene at the start of the World Cup. And then 20 plus wickets, 23, 50 plus wickets in the whole career, 17 matches, 3 5-fers. What do I say? He's looked lethal. Every time the bowler has come to bowl, he's picked up wickets with his first ball, second ball, in the first over. Even when New Zealand was going great guns, it was Mohammad Shami who came to India's rescue. Think about it. He dropped a catch. All of the stadium put pressure on him, and what does he do? He comes and picks 2 New Zealand wickets and finally closing out that semi-final in favour of India. Mohammad Shami in this World Cup has been a revelation. And when you add all of the personal issues that he has gone through, Mohammad Shami is a story of resilience, of courage, of passion and dynamism. And I have not seen Mohammad Shami as fit. You see him and you understand he's done something to himself. Maybe off biryani, maybe off his favorite food. Because sacrifice is the essence of success. He's given up on small cravings of life for that bigger craving, the World Cup trophy. This is a celebration of Mohammad Shami, of the will to succeed, of the dreams that one can fulfill if you believe that you can actually chase your dreams and make them come true. If it's Jasprit Bumrah on one side, it has to be Mohammad Siraj on the other. A lot of things were said about Mohammad Siraj leading into the Asia Cup final, and he got those 6 for proving how important he was. Each time in the World Cup, whenever questions have been asked of Mohammad Siraj, he has stepped up. And what a story Siraj is. A story of complete effort. When he lost his father, he did not come back during COVID from Australia. He stepped up for India in Melbourne for the Boxing Day test. And thereafter in the New Year test, he stepped up in Sydney once again. Mohammad Siraj has been absolutely stellar in the last couple of years. Yes, there is Shami. Yes, there is Bumrah. But if anyone says that you needed a third pacer, Siraj has always put his hand up. So much so that at the start of the World Cup, he was India's second fast bowler after Jasprit Bumrah and ahead of Mohammad Shami. That takes some doing. With Siraj, it is all effort. He might go for a few runs one day, but no ball. There will be no point, not a single delivery where effort will be lacking. That's what a captain wants to see. He wants to see complete 100% commitment. Results don't often go your way in sport, but that's fine because you know that you've got 100% commitment from your bowler, from your player. And that's what Mohammad Siraj is all about. When he carried that tricolour in Brisbane, it was the best picture that secular India can dream of. If on Sunday he carries Virat Kohli on his shoulder and parades him around the Narendra Modi Stadium, trust me, that picture postcard will reverberate all over India as the best frame that secular India can stand up to. All of us want Mohammad Siraj to be successful in that final because there is a certain feel good about him, just like there is about this Indian cricket team. Once again, someone who was not there in the World T20 in Australia in 2022. You look at the Indian fielding and one man will inevitably stand out. Be it in point with his electric saves, be it in the boundary line where he flings himself, coming up with that extraordinary catch or that extraordinary run out, Ravindra Jadeja is absolutely essential for this Indian side. If the ball starts to grip on any wicket, Ravindra Jadeja will be a real handful. The other night at the Wankhede, there was one delivery which Daryl Mitchell actually had to nod and laugh because it was unplayable. And lower down the order, we've seen in that pool match against New Zealand in Dharamshala what Ravindra Jadeja is capable of. India had lost a wicket. India had even lost Virat Kohli towards the fag end, but Ravindra Jadeja was unflustered. He was not even concerned with pressure. Icy cool, he took India over the line. At number 7, Ravindra Jadeja has been India's go-to man for a while now. A complete package, be it with the bat where he has improved by leaps and bounds, or with the ball where he will inevitably pick up a couple of wickets, or on the field where he will save 15 to 20 runs, Ravindra Jadeja has been sensational. And if the catch travels to the boundary with his wife at the back waiting, he will inevitably bend down like a bow in front of her, but the ball wouldn't go anywhere but his hands. Ravindra Jadeja, the sword dance hasn't come out yet. Final, will it come out for India? Will Ravindra Jadeja, he will have fond memories of that ground, that IPL 4 that he had hit, winning CSK will be there in his mind. Will it be the second time lucky as well for Ravindra Jadeja after the IPL? Why luck? Complete caliber. Will he do that? Will he run this time in place of MS Dhoni to Rohit Sharma and to Virat Kohli and jump into their lap? All of India will give an arm and a leg to him to do that. And that sword dance. We all want to see that, don't we? From our favorite Jaddu. Rohit Sharma, the captain and the leader, had given himself the most difficult task of all. If you take a look at India's performance in the World T20 last year, they looked timid. As Nasser Hussain said, very difficult to imagine that the Indian top order could change its approach. But that's what the skipper did. Except in the first game, in almost every other game, he came and he batted and conquered. Psychologically, mentally, Rohit scarred the opposition. By the time the others came in, India was on song. Scoring at more than run a ball, a strike rate of close to 130, hitting boundaries and sixes, Rohit Sharma was dominant. This was batsmanship of a different level. I have seen all of Rohit's hundreds in the 2019 World Cup. He was the best batter for sure, but in terms of impact, he may not have scored the same number of runs as a Virat Kohli, but no one will say that he has had less impact. Rather, it was Rohit Sharma who actually set the tone for India and Virat Kohli to come and plunder runs. The fact that we kept getting 350, 400 is because of the start the hitman had given. I've seen Rohit all his career, but I've got to say, the rediscovery of Rohit Sharma is in itself a story, the story of celebration. And maybe this is what the leader in Rohit Sharma is all about. And that's what we celebrate.